welcome to the operating room where we bring in films and TV to see what we can find inside. I am Owen.
And I'm Rachel, and today on the operating table, Seven Samurai, Drive My Car, and if time permits, Godzilla 1954 and Godzilla -1.
That is exactly correct. And I doubt anyone ever watches these, but just in case, as you can probably see on screen, it is a bit different this time. Because, I mean, I have the attention span of just a child. Really, just an absolute child. So, oh, look at that. Tuesday stream. No, please, don't say Tuesday. Please do not say Tuesday. Oh my god.
Tuesday.
It's not meant to be a Tuesday stream. It is meant to be a Monday stream. We just, well, we always just start late. And we also had to watch House of the Dragon, you know? So, as always, it takes... No. It's not on you, trust me. That's very much on us. Yeah, Monday stream? Yeah, no, Monday stream. Exactly, yeah, I'll just cut it out. I'll cut it out. But, no, yeah, it's the operating room night. We have a few films that we need to discuss. Yeah, which one do you... I think we probably should... I think the order should be, if we get through it all, is Drive My Car, Seven Samurai, Godzilla 1954, and Godzilla -1. Because I think that is the one...
Fun order?
That's the fun... Yeah, that's definitely the fun order, I think. Which is really interesting, because I think the first thing that I want to say is that it's just interesting that that the old movie was the fun part, and then the old movie... Not that it wasn't fun in the second half, but there was definitely a more fun side, and I didn't expect it to go that way. So yeah, I think we'll start with Drive My Car, because...
Now.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is an interesting one. And I will say off bat, one thing that I like, not that I judge it by this, but like, because I do it in the Discord, right? And I can see, because it's a thread, how many messages I sent on a certain movie. For example, Godzilla -1 got a lot of messages because I had a lot to say, because I was feeling a lot for that movie. Drive My Car did get a lot of messages, but I think looking back and after experiencing all four, this was an interesting one.
Yeah.
But why your reaction?
Okay. I didn't know that it was based on a Murakami short story.
Okay. I didn't
And
either.
as soon as I found that out, everything made sense. And I'm like, this is why it's women. Am I right? This is why there's so many gratuitous sex scenes.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah.
Yeah. Because the reason as well, yeah, women reference. The reason we chose, why I chose this film was because I was like, oh, it won Best International Picture in whatever year that it was running, right? So, oh shoot, we should get beds or something, because we still can die. But, oh, look at that. Actually, they can't see that. I just realized because our screens are too thin. But
But I'm riding the horse.
Yep. But yeah, like just going into it, I had that in mind. So then I was just like, I wonder how this is gonna be, and I think that it very much is Oscar movie.
Yeah, I said this is like a pretentious film student's wet dream.
Yeah, and I think that. Okay, I guess we should first also explain what Drive My Car is about. But basically, there's a guy. He is a...
Yep.
He is... Yep, there's a guy. He's a filmmaker. Hold on. We should try and get beds, by the way. But... Not... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's multiple. But there... Oh, shoot. We need to dig a hole.
Reaper.
Oh, man. But, oh, God, yeah, we should really dig a hole. Where are you at? Just dig a hole, actually, by yourself, and then we can just keep talking. But, yeah, so, like, there's this guy. He, how do I explain this? He's a filmmaker. And he has a wife, and
yeah,
the way that I guess they inspire each other, or she. No, is that spoilers? I don't know how to explain this in a way that kind of. I don't know what to say.
You can say this is a spoiler. This is not a spoiler-free zone, though.
Yeah, this is not a spoiler-free zone. We're gonna go over the plot of the movie.
I would not recommend watching this movie unless you're like, I don't know, into that.
Yeah.
This is like artsy, and I can handle artsy, but I cannot handle 3 hours of artsy.
Yeah, I think that one of the comments that I made actually on Seven Samurai, after I'd watched Drive My Car, was Drive. The runtime is very interesting because where Seven Samurai doesn't feel like it drags, Drive My Car definitely does. Because it is an artsy film. The guy's a filmmaker. His wife, essentially gets inspiration through sex, through orgasm specifically, which, I guess is a thing. That is a thing. And when that became a plot point, I was very much just like, huh, interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting film. It's an interesting film, and I think that as an exploration of like grief and stuff, and that sort of thing, you know, like I enjoyed the human connection that, I forgot her name now, but the driver and the main character.
Yeah, I can't remember anyone's name.
I can't remember any of their names, I'll be honest with you, especially because it's been honestly a bit of time. So like, yeah, you know, that was cool, and I think that like seeing their relationship evolve in the way that it did, yeah, sorry, was cool. But like, I think that even on a weird like base level, sometimes some of the things it did felt counterintuitive to the humanity of it. Like, for example, right, one of the big conflicts of the movie is meant to be this underlying tone, because like we mentioned, his wife gained inspiration through sex, except I guess at a certain point it wasn't enough for her to do it just with him, so she started cheating on him. And we throughout the movie, it's not clear as to whether like it's not clear as to whether they both know what they know, right? It's like, okay, does the wife know that he knows? Does he even know? Because when we first see it happen, it's like he seems to be kind of shook up about it, right? Rightfully so. Obviously, he just watched his wife cheat him because he walks in on them.
Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything. So then it's just like, oh. But then the movie continues, and he still has this like these I guess like, I don't want to say not friendly, but like he clearly doesn't hate her.
Yeah.
You know? So then it's just like, oh, which is interesting. I think it's really interesting. It's an interesting exploration. By the way, I dropped some torches behind you. It is interesting. But at the same time, like, one of the main conflicts revolves around the fact that he hires an actor which his wife cheated on him with. Does that make sense? Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
He hired the guy who is the side piece.
Yes, he hired the side piece, and it's the side piece that we saw. So it's this interesting question the entire time of, what are you thinking? What is the plan here, right? Because you're like, wait, what the hell? Like, is this... like, what the hell's happening? So I think that was interesting to kind of explore, right? Because it's just like, it's almost like a mystery. You want to know what the plan is. What the plan is, right? With him doing this. And I think that mystery, those mysteries kind of keep going. Obviously, like, there's a lot of questions to be had, like, you know, like, how is this going to be resolved, to like, what the hell's the plan, you know, like, and I think that one of the weird things that the movie does is between the side piece and the main character, because like, okay, the entire movie to me felt so grounded. It felt so like real to the point of like almost boredom, right? But I'm
Yeah, because
personally,
all the acting was so. It was not like emotionless, but it was kind of.
I think it was going for a certain vibe, right? And that vibe was meant to be very mellow.
Complete realism.
Complete realism. Like it doesn't treat itself almost like a movie, which is really interesting and fun. However, when the way that the conflict between the side piece and he and the main character resolves is that the side piece has his own problems of anger that he lashes out and kills a man.
Yeah.
And it's like, that feels so insanely counterintuitive to the point of this movie, right? Like, like I don't know about you, but it got to that part and it just felt so otherworldly and out of this world that I was just like, wait, what? Like, that's how that plotline gets resolved, is the guy murders someone because he can't control his anger and then just gets booted out. Like, I was like, I don't know, it just felt so weird to the movie. Is there a point?
To justify it, there was the script that he's directing.
Yes.
He's doing the thing for.
Uncle Vanya.
Uncle Vanya is a Chekhov play, and it's kind of like The Tempest. This is like Hagseed.
I see. So
right?
it's meant to mirror that.
It's meta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
So they had to follow it completely.
Right.
Beat by beat. So it's. But I think
But I don't think that it fits. Like, they were trying. Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. I understood that they were trying to like Hagseed it, but at the same time, I didn't know Uncle Vanya enough or whatever to like.
Yeah.
I didn't like. I saw that they were trying to make parallels, but I didn't personally get the parallels, right? So it's like, okay, maybe I'm just too stupid. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's in a way that makes it a bit inaccessible in terms of their translation, because when it gets to that point when they're directly translating it and this guy just kills this other guy, it's like, wait, what? Like, it just feels so insanely out of place for this movie, because you're just like all of the tension and the stakes, I feel, were meant to be resolved in this really like personal human way, and then this guy just gets offed and it's like, what the hell? By the way, it's daytime. So then I'm just like, yeah, it just feels so wrong. It just feels wrong, and I'm just like, that's not what I wanted from this movie. So it just felt like such a weird, out of pocket way for them to approach that. And yeah, I think that I think there were a lot of interesting, scenes and stuff. Like, I think that and it is, I think, very well shot personally. It was so fun to watch it play out the way that it did. Like, especially the scene, like there's a specific scene where it's the main character and the side piece essentially kind of like discovering what each person knows, right? Yeah. And that scene when they're in the car and it's literally just shot for shot, each like kind of like across from each other, right? I think that's really interesting. And then like the camera slowly started to move, so it's basically just like the one-on-one, and you're like staring eye to eye, and it's like, like it's meant to almost be a bit creepy, and you're just like, oh my god, like, is it gonna, like, what's gonna happen here? Like, Jesus. I think that was really fun, but like,
oh, sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a bit that, like, there was a lot of interesting, cool things that happened, but at the same time, I think that, like, this is a movie that you really have to be prepared for, I think.
Yeah.
Before you go into it. And like, I made a lot of a lot of comments. Like I said, I did 692 messages for this movie, which is a lot, to be honest. But I'll be honest, like, I'm looking back now and I'm like it's insane. But I will say, like, the framing of the guy when, like, he's just like, yeah, I heard the news at some point when he, like, basically the side piece saying, like, yeah, I heard the news that I murdered someone, essentially. And it's like, he just, like, he's so evil at that point. It's like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think that, like, the relationship between the driver and him is really sweet, actually. I think that it's, like, a really, like, human little thing. But I think that, like, for me personally, like, having that, what is it? Yeah, having that plotline kind of just took me out for a little bit, and I was like, what the hell? Like, Jesus Christ, like, it was just so off foot that I was like, okay, now I'm feeling a bit weird, I guess. But no, yeah, I think that the exploration of him, like, dealing with it, of him kind of, like, lashing out against the side piece throughout the play, in certain ways was really interesting. And once again, I think that, like, them both kind of, like, having these, what the heck, these stories where they're just like, yeah, I basically, like they're holding so much grief, and them finding a way to reconcile with that through each other, and their little, like, and through the car itself was really fun, especially that ending. I actually really enjoyed the ending with, like, her with the dog and also with the car. Like, it's just, like, it's nice. It's a nice little moment of an ending. But yeah, I think that overall, it feels like 3 hours, and I feel like that's definitely something to, like, think about, because, like, yeah, I don't know, like, not that it shouldn't ever feel like 3 hours, but I think that obviously the best 3-hour movies, long movies, you don't feel that, you know, like, it just constantly keeps you engrossed. But I definitely felt that runtime. But yeah, no, I don't know, like, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it definitely wasn't.
It wasn't an enjoy. I didn't enjoy it.
I get what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
It wasn't like an experience. It wasn't for enjoying.
Like, exactly. Like, I think the way that I would probably describe it is I was consuming cinema, right?
Yeah.
And it works on that level. I think it really does work. Like, I think that it clearly set out what it wanted to do, and there was a lot of beautiful shots. Like, I think I said a ton throughout my messages. I was just like, you know, beautifully shot. I loved the way that some scenes were portrayed, you know. Oh, and another thing, like, the smoking in the car, but then by the end, he's just like, no, you can smoke. I think that, like, you know, like, little touches like that, it's great. I will say it's very funny because, like, at the beginning, like, I'm saying, like, oh, the turtlenecks look so comfy in, like, my comments, you know, and then by the end, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like, the man was murdered. The driver blames herself for the death, you know, and it's like, oh my God, like, that's just intense. It's just intense. It's very intense, but also very personal, right? Which is commendable in a way. And I did enjoy it, I guess, for it doing that in that way, you know, where, like, it felt like it was doing what it needed to do, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, I don't know, it just felt so movie. It just felt so insanely movie. And I think that, like, it's really funny too, because, like I was telling you, like, I was watching this movie during my exam period, and at school, so, like, in a way it was almost good, because, like, I was in a bit of a more, I guess, how do I explain it, like, critical mindset, I guess. So, like, I could enjoy it a little bit more because I'm, like, writing essays, right? Like, I can enjoy it a little bit more as that, in that filmic sense, rather than, like, just being like, what the heck is happening? What else? But But yeah, overall, like I've been saying, it was actually just such a weird movie. Just such a weird movie. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what else to say, to be honest. Like it just like I said, it just felt so insanely movie. And I think when I look back, it's like I don't know what to comment on, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, because it doesn't feel like a movie that you just be like, yep, and then like this is a moment, and then this is a moment. It felt like it has to be consumed as a whole picture, I guess. Which in a way I guess makes sense. But at the same time, it's like maybe in the best and worst ways possible, like it feels like it requires another viewing, right? Like in my head, I'm just like, I would like to understand the content. Like, I think going back though would kind of like bring things into focus, because like I said, in that entire time, there are those questions where you're just like, where it's a bit like, what the heck? Like, you know, like the mystery box of it all, like, why is he hiring this guy? Does he know? And I think that like having that knowledge that he does know kind of like gives context to it all. But yeah, I don't know. Let me quickly just try and read more of my notes here. Yeah, like I think I said at some point, like for one of the script readings, that the main character was like basically like lashing out whatever way he could. I will say though, like I do think that the Uncle Vanya thing, like them doing it in the different languages, that was actually pretty fun. Like I don't know if that's like a thing. That is normally done, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Especially the sign language. And I think that like the shooting of that sign language scene of them having the dinner at the house, you know, like they really held a lot of the shots and really like gave it the time, you know, because once again, this movie is just definitely not about rushing anywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that like things like that, and then like her not being able to like take the compliment, so she like goes to the dog, right? You know, like a lot of fun things like that. But yeah, I don't know, just overall crazy movie.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Crazy movie. Oh yeah, you can see the exact moment I saw the dog, because I said, "Hi dog, movie is 10 out of 10 now," as a joke. But yeah,
it was too dramatic.
yes, I
It was
think
too much. It was a drama through and through.
Mhm.
And it's a lot
It is
if you're not prepared for it.
What are your chords, by the way? I've got beds. Well, I can make beds.
Well, I can go back to. I have enough for beds. I have enough for bed.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. There's a sheep here though that I can kill.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I was about to say 2 is not enough.
But there was a sheep right here.
Oh shoot! Wait, where are you? Because I don't know where spawn is anymore. I think I've ran too far.
I think I'm going back to spawn.
Could you F3 real quick? Because I can't see your screen.
F3.
17,223. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, I ran far. Okay, hold on. I'm coming back. 17,223.
Is this spawn? I don't know where I am.
I think you're close to it. Yeah, I think that big tree right there. Yeah, that's spawn. This is a terrible seed, by the way. Just go into the go into the hole, and then I'll make my way there. But yeah, no, I don't know. Just such a film, you know, such a film.
Well and truly.
Yeah, and not that I wasn't expecting it, but like I said, like I just saw the Oscar, and since we were in like an Oscar mode, I was just like, oh, okay, this should be like, you know, kind of fun, you know, drive my car, and like the way that it's described just very much felt like it was going to be like this 3-hour romp between this guy and this driver, and it was going to be like a really cool, deep human exploration, just in a more lighthearted way, I guess. But no, it very much is. Like, it, not that she doesn't matter, but like, not at the end of the day, but like, it didn't feel like it was like the main focus. And I kind of just wish it was.
It really gave me the feels of when, you know, people would always complain about pretentious foreign films.
Yeah, yeah.
This is kind of that film
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got to agree. By the way, real quick, let's just quickly get in a boat and just sail a little bit. I want to see if we can find a better place than whatever the heck this is.
But my horse.
Oh, okay, never mind. We can set up here.
No, it's okay. I'll leave it behind.
Just say your final goodbyes. You don't even have a saddle.
Yeah, but I'm.
Your best friends forever?
Yeah.
Well, I apologize.
Bye.
I apologize.
Oh, I'll remember you. I picked you because you looked like a cow.
Gosh. Okay, I'm here, by the way. But yeah, no. So, like... just a film. I don't, not that like I'm trying to extend it, but like I feel like I should try and say more, but I just don't really have much. The car was cool. I like the car.
Nice car.
The titular car was pretty sick.
I like how she drove. Car.
Yeah, that's right. I like how she drove that car. That was pretty fun. What else? Nothing else. Honestly, we should probably just do our judgment on it, because I think that, not that we started straight away, but like we're about to hit the runtime of like Citizen Kane. Not hit the run. It's like hit like how much we talked about with Citizen Kane. So like, oh shoot, I should have gotten the coordinates actually. Of never mind, of Spawn, but that just doesn't matter. We don't care that much. Did you bring your bed?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No.
Just making sure.
Chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, there's a chicken.
Where?
To your left. It's gone.
In the water?
It was right in the middle. Yeah.
That is weird. Okay. So you know what? Let's do our final judgments. It's on the operating table. And then final score for you. What do you think?
This guy's dead.
Yeah.
This is the paparazzi guy.
Yeah, this is the paparazzi guy of it. Yeah, I think that's fair.
It took too long.
I think
the
operation did just take a little bit too long. And I feel like for what I thought I was buying into, sorry, I guess I thought I was doing another operation, essentially. I thought another operation was going on. Oh,
yeah.
Right. And it just was not the operation that I thought. And that was a bit... I'll be honest with you, by the way, I'm just trying to find a village. I want you to know that. But I'm going to quickly try and get some saplings from here, just so then we can have different trees. Oh, this is literally just an island. What the hell? Same. Just quickly get some saplings, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, I just was kind of expecting a different movie. So I agree with that assessment, to be honest, because like, I don't know. But out of 5, like, what's your letterboxd score for this one?
This is a 2.5.
2.5. Mid. Literally mid.
Literally mid.
I think that's fair. And I think that, I don't know if I wrote it. Let me quickly just check my messages. No, I don't know. I didn't write a score, but I'll be honest with you. Like, when I first watched this, I think I was going to give it like a 3.5 or a 4, because I was like, you know what? Human exploration, I get it. But like, after, like I said, going through everything, I don't know. Like, it just really isn't. I think at most, honestly, like a 3, is what I'd put it at, just because it didn't, I don't know. Like, it just felt so off. Just felt so off. But yeah, no. So I think a 3. I think a 3 is pretty fair for it.
Hey, if you're watching this video right now, chances are you are not subscribed, because 100% of people that watch this channel are not subscribed. Subscribe now.
But I think with that, we can move on to the more fun film. Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, by the way, because
Turtle.
when did this movie come out again?
Ooh.
Let me quickly just check when this movie came out. Seven Samurai. 1954. 1954. Wait, isn't... That's crazy. Wait, that's
Same.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh. Oh, interesting. But anyway, Seven Samurai, 1954 film. What is essentially which is essentially considered like the blueprint of a lot of films nowadays. And I think that is very much clear going into it. Like, and I think that as a direct comparison, I think the best thing that I can say for this is what I said in my review, essentially, which is in comparison to Drive My Car, which is that movie feels like it drags. This movie felt so purposeful in characterization. Actually, no.
And like, I get it. I was trying to think of ways that movie, like Seven Samurai, could be shorter. Right?
Yep.
But I don't know what you would cut.
Exactly. And that's why, like, every bit of its runtime, by the way, of 3 hours, right?
3.5.
3.5 hours. Think about that for a second. Like, I have a pretty short attention span. I don't think I ever felt like let down by that runtime.
Yeah.
Like, it never felt like I was like, oh, you know, like, actually, you could have been blah, blah, blah. No, it was great. It was great all the way through. And that's kind of crazy to think for a 1954 film. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I just wasn't expecting it. And it was so good. It was genuinely so good. And like, I didn't know how good it was going to be. I just got the force sapling, by the way, so we can head out. But yeah, really great film. I think that like, like, look at this. I'm just gonna like read out some of my like final comments, essentially, right? But basically, in the chat, I essentially wrote like, quickly coming back to say that this feels like such a blueprint film, lol. Because now thinking a bit more on it, and this is way before, so I've thought a lot more about it. But anyway, like, it kind of pisses me off how well they characterized everyone and everything in that time span. Like, thinking now, the amount of times I've said for some comic book movie coming out, man, I wish this was a show, or we wish we had more runtime to flesh out these characters and whatnot. Like, yes, the runtime can help, but yeah, they managed to do it. Like, if we look at like Justice League, for example, like the original cut, dog water. Snyder cut, way too long, and it still feels like it doesn't really do it. Where are you, by the way? There you go.
Snyder cut, just sorry, I was playing turtles.
No, it's all good.
Where are you?
I'm here. Behind you.
Okay.
We'll hop back in. Yeah, so it's like that. Those movies, I think, are like quintessentially like long, right? Like the Snyder cut was like, oh, it's 6 hours long. That's why I felt it, the comparison. But still, it fails. Even in like a lot of films, like it just doesn't characterize it so clearly, so easily, and so succinctly, and so like not needfully, I guess, right? Like, it was just impressive, you know? Like I said, like the samurai were distinct. I liked them. It was nice. Everything connected really well together. Now we need like 50 shows, a billion movies, and it all culminates. This just did it in one go. And it was a good product for it. You know, it was a great movie. Let me quickly just pick up these roses so then we can have infinite red dye. So yeah, like it was just brilliant. Let me quickly just drop that.
Mushroom.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, by the way. I'll just be sitting in the boat so I can quickly look at my notes. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic movie, and like it's another one of those movies that like it feels a bit Citizen Kane-y, right? Where it's like, oh, it's
no,
like,
but I liked this.
No, as in terms of like stature in cinema, right?
Yeah.
Where like people are like, oh, you have to watch Seven Samurai. I think that this is so much more of a people pleaser, and honestly, like I get Citizen Kane as like cinema or whatever, but dude, this is a movie.
It was fun. They were funny.
Like, they were funny. It was a fun movie. Like, it was an actual movie. I feel like Citizen Kane...
It was fun, and I wanted to cry, too.
Yeah.
And they, like... they were woke with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they managed to tackle, like, societal issues.
We should quickly sleep, by the way. Actually, we can just do it out here. Yeah, no, societal issues.
Yeah, when they like out of wedlock.
Yeah, I think that was like so interesting.
Like, two people are in love, at least.
And
Didn't get kidnapped.
that's a good point that you make, because like that I feel like a lot of the time, like, oh, you need a romance in the action movie. This one didn't feel like stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes
I saw that pretty boy and I was like, they're gonna
yeah. I'll be honest. Oh, you know what that reminds me too? I loved their bald caps. I think that was just brilliant. It was so good. Like, I just saw it and I was like, God, I love filmmaking.
So obvious.
Yeah, like, and as well, I think I literally put a time code saying 642 for clear bald cap, by the way, if it wasn't blatant enough, lol. Oh yeah, so I said, oh yeah. You know what? Let me quickly just read also the beginning of my notes, because I think it's also like, not important, but I think it also shows, like, is that pumpkins underwater? No, it's not. And, you know, like I said at the beginning, I said, God, I love clear stakes. It's just so fun. Like, okay, I say fun, I mean in a harrowing way type beat. Like, that's so dire. This lady at 5 minutes 30 being like, dude, we might as well just hand ourselves over to the bandits and kill ourselves. You know, that's better than the fates and the gods have doomed us to. It's like, Jesus. But it's like, go off. That's harrowing. And the stakes are clear. You immediately feel for these people. You know what I mean? Like I immediately feel attached and I want to see things happen.
Yeah.
And then this is when I get into the bold caps. Oh, there we go, village. Okay, this is our home base now, by the way. just to make it easy for us. Oh, do you not want to do that?
It's okay.
Wait.
Good village.
Good what?
Good village. Okay.
Is it? I feel like it looks cheeks, to be
No,
honest.
but it's something.
We'll just start here, because once again, it's not like we're fully dedicating. But anyway, actually, this is joyless. Can we please keep going? I'm actually kind of depressed looking at this thing. Oh my! Oh, never mind. Cherry blossom in the distance.
Okay.
We can
Steal the wheat.
Yes. But yeah, no, let me quickly just read off. It gives me the same feelings when watching Wes Anderson a little bit. Talking about the oh wait, no, let me quickly back that. Also, there is such innate beauty in the simplicity of storytelling on screen that clearly shows like the bald caps. It's just so fun. It's not intentional at all. But like, it gives me the same feelings when watching Wes Anderson a little bit. It reminds me that this was a product crafted for enjoyment, so I'm gonna enjoy it. And enjoy it I did, right? And I think that like just that little thing of the bald caps really sold me on it, I guess. Because it was such a silly little thing. It was so funny. But yeah, like, yes, give me a shot of the entire freaking town doing the whole walk to this old man. Yeah, like, it also like it was just fun with it, right? Like, them all, like, the entire town going to the old man, like, literally the entire town, and they film like the entire walk is just so funny to me. Like, I think it was just like so cute, and like it just like, of course, there's like an old man that's like giving wisdom, right? It's like it's just so silly in that way, but it was very enjoyable for that. Hold on. What else? Oh yeah. Just like one small thing that I was commenting on that is like beyond the film itself, but something that I wanted to comment on was I love how some like the subtitling, right? Because it's a more meta point is what I wrote, but I've always found it funny when English subtitles put like, but sensei. It's like, that's like, obviously it's ubiquitous, right? Like, we understand that word, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's meant to be a translation, right? I think it's just like such a funny little moment. Cause like, I remember, we used to have these ads. Do you remember the perfume ad? There was like a perfume ad that would be like, C to this, which is basically saying like, yes to beauty, yes to grace, yes to blah 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 blah, Miss United States.
Yeah.
But it said C, and it didn't translate because like the rest of it was in Spanish, but it didn't translate the C, and it was just kind of like a funny little thing to me that I was just like, I love how like it's just obviously like we know, but technically speaking, we shouldn't just like say that we know. You know what I mean? So that was pretty good. What else? I think that we should really talk about the characterization, because once again, like it was just great. And as well, like when they're like basically putting together the team, the Avengers, right? Oh, by the way,
it's so fun.
like it's just so fun, and like I love that it like does the obvious but also not obvious of like having that one guy reject but then later accept, but just having a guy reject, because I think that if it was all just people being like yes, it was like that could have been boring. But no, they wanted to once again distinguish each character, give them character traits, and you know, they spent time on that, and it works. Like it didn't feel forced, right? Like it just felt like it flowed, but still felt so movie like, right? Like it never felt like I was like watching things happen because I don't know how to explain it, but it was both filmmaker intent, but also like it never felt forced, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm just going around in circles, but yeah, like it just felt so nice. Yeah, let me quickly just read out some of the things I wrote. I do enjoy this process. With the 2 I've seen so far, I'm at like 39, 34 at that point. Not all of them react the same way to the trick of the door. And the second one that does accept is framed in a way that you understand why he's doing it before you ever / if ever hear the reasons as to why with the shot of the children. Also, just the fact that he takes much less offense to it and sees it as a bit of jest. Good and quick characterization. Very cool. How this guy managed to lose the rice? Honestly, I generally jump when the...
How did he lose the rice?
I don't know. It's insane.
He's hugging the rice.
Like, what is wrong with you, brother? But once again...
What did they do?
Like,
siphoned out?
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Another thing is that, like, it could feel forced to let the plot move on, but at the same time, it just feels so movie maker in it that, like, I'm never like, this is so detrimental to the film. Like, this is breaking my immersion, right? Yeah. Like, I'm just like, this guy's an idiot. You know, and I'm like, God, how'd he do that? Instead of being like, really? That's how you're going to make the plot move forward? Is you're just going to make this guy, like, lose the rice? Like, no, it never felt like that. It just felt like this guy's kind of an idiot and he lost the rice. Which is fun. Honestly, I genuinely jumped when the coins landed when he was picking up the rice. The other young guy's going to be the 7th or take the place of the first guy. Quote unquote, I then found their 3rd. Noise. I will say that there are times where shots are held where they probably didn't need to be held, but that's to be expected. Yeah, I think that once again, just old filmmaking, like, it's gonna happen. So I don't.
Yeah.
But I did comment on it. Yeah, and I think as well, that first samurai fight that we see in the village, was really good because it kind of establishes like how this will deal with violence. Like, it's not like nowadays you see people like go through like 50 billion punches, right? Like it's clear, if you're cut, you're dead. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
instantly obliterated.
Yeah, instantly obliterated. Oh crap! Like, this is scary, man. Which is cool to see. Let's keep going. Yeah, here we go. I wrote at about like the hour mark. I wrote, yeah, it's honestly pretty impressive that within an hour they've managed to characterize all 7 samurai in a decent way and also show the town, some people in it, and their personalities too. Like, you think it's to be expected considering how slow it seems to move because it's 3 hours, but realistically, it's moving kind of quick somehow as well. And it's like
so much action.
Yeah, and it's like it's constantly moving, and it's like, what the hell? Like, once again, with any long film, you feel like it's gonna drag at some point, but this it never feels like it does, and it's it's crazy to me. I'm like, God damn, okay, all right, pop off, man, pop
Yeah.
off.
They're like, you're allowed to have action and plot
Yeah, right?
and
Like,
character development.
exactly, and that's what I mean, like, when I said before, like, it was pissing me off that, like, how did we lose that?
Yeah.
Like, everything should be in service of the movie, but nowadays, it feels like sometimes, like, people just don't understand that, and I, like, honest to God, just watch this movie, because, like, goddamn, like, it is straight up just the blueprint, which I know is the most, like, film nerd thing that I've said, but legitimately, like, far out, guys, like, I don't, like, sometimes when it feels like such a waste of time on screen, I'm just like, I remember this movie now, and I'm like, God damn it, like, how is this possible? Like, how did we do this, bro? And obviously not everything has to be Seven Samurai, but I think that, like, in terms of pacing, it's such a great, blueprint for it. By the way, you should get to the village and, sleep.
Spider.
Ooh. And, yeah, this village is depressing, we'll move on.
I really liked everyone.
Yeah.
You know, they made me really care for them.
Yeah. And the funny one as well. Holy crap, like,
That fun guy.
the fun guy, the one that's, like, not actually a samurai, but, like, is basically, like, dude, what a great character. Just straight up, what a brilliant character. Same. Just rub them over their bed.
Yes, you kid.
But yeah, like,
People.
like, everything just, really worked. Like, I think that, like, the, like, even the small characters, like, the dad that, like, thinks that the samurai apparently will just, like...
Yeah, for his daughter.
For his daughter, and, like, for...
Enzo.
Yeah, and then for him, just follow me, we'll keep going. And then
Should I
just...
steal the bell?
if you want. And then for, like, everyone to just be like, oh, so how's your daughter? Like, the samurai just being like, yeah, how's your daughter, by the way? Like, is it going alright? Is your plan going... Is your plan going to plan, essentially? Like, is it working? It's like, it's just so funny. Because it's like, bro, like, you flopped. You completely flopped, bro. Like, I'm so sorry. But it's so great. It's so great. That water leads to nowhere. What else? Hold on, let's quickly get into the boat, and then I'll, see my notes a little bit more.
The wife? God. That was rough.
Dude, so, like, okay, I'll be honest, not that I don't but, like, his wife, like, why do you think she ran away? Was she just, like, it's, like, a pride thing?
Because she'd been...
She'd been through it, right?
Yeah, and it's that idea of...
Yeah, on her end.
Being dishonored.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Because, like, I can't
That
lie.
was heavy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And, like, because then it also, like, led to the death of a samurai, right? It's like, oh, there's a bell in here. Jesus Christ, there's an efficiency 5 gold pickaxe if you want it, and a golden apple, I'll take that. But yeah, like, it was just like, damn, bro, like, that sucks. Like she clearly was just like, man, you know, like, yeah, it was tough. It was tough. If you want to keep driving, just keep following the waterway out, so I can keep reading my notes. I said that was another good bit with the horse at 2 hours. I really don't know what I'm referring to, but once again, like, like, oh, does it end? Okay, all right. We'll quickly get out, and then we'll go on foot. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that would have been tough. That's a stone axe right there. Yeah, I know. My bad. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm, like, cruising through the lands like this, I feel so Lord of the Rings that I'm just like I just feel like so, like, RPG, right? Where I'm just like, oh, we're actually, you know what? It also feels kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Sound of Music.
Oh.
Like, I always think of the line, we'll go over the hills and through the mountains and blah blah blah. By the way, I'm just heading north, so just keep heading that direction. gonna go eat, but I hope you two enjoy your operation. Have a nice night. Thank you. Hope your food is good. Hope your food is good.
Oh, that is
Treacherous. All right. Let's keep reading here. Yeah, no, like, and as well, here's another thing as well. I think that, like, the acts were, like, so clearly defined, but also, like, the final battle, like, takes place over multiple days, but also still doesn't feel, like, forced. You know what, like, I don't know how to, you know what I mean? Like, it just,
so good.
it's so good, and like, when a samurai goes down, like,
Oh,
I genuinely, like, every single time, I was like, I wanted to cry. I was like, dude, no, what the hell? Like, no, this can't be happening right now. And like, and as well, like, it always felt tense. Like, I kind of also didn't really know how many were gonna make it out, right? Like, I was just like,
I'm like, no one is safe.
yeah, right. And I'm like, now the samurai's going. Like, what even is the plan? Like, dude, what's happening? Yeah. I'm dead. Yeah, no, just like a lot of great film making techniques, but also combined with such a great story makes it such a great bloody film. Like, it really was just like the absolute perfect blend of everything coming together and working. And like, once again, I really didn't expect that. But yeah, like the entire battle, like if you just kind of like, if I was going through my message like beat for beat, like you can kind of see that, like, I'm so invested. Like, I'm going capitalization and everything. I'm just like, no, dude. Like, what the heck? Oh, hello. I can probably throw that. Yeah. At some point, to talk about the social messaging, at some point I wrote about how the dad said damaged goods, and I wrote damaged goods, and then after that I just wrote perish.
Yeah.
Which was pretty great. What else? But yeah, no, just
I liked it when the guys were like, you should talk about your feelings. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Why did they stop? Why did they not continue talking about their feelings?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. So like, once again, like, just going back to like that final battle, like I at some point, I think when one of them gets shot and they start like dragging themselves across the muddy ground, I was just like, bro, that is visceral to me. Like, I was just like, oh my god, there's a cave with the cool stuff down there, so we should go at some point. Let me quickly note the words of that. You know what, we should probably just set up house somewhere soon, but I really just want to do it in a village, to be honest. And you know what, who cares? I'm just gonna do locate village.
What do I give?
Okay, structure village. Oh, dude, I have to specify. Are you serious? All right, fine. I'll do taiga since we're in a taiga. Oh, 288. You're getting there too. 288 minus 314. 288 minus 314. Because I get to play by my whatever rules I want. 288. So is it this way? No, it's this way. Okay, where are you? You just climbed that waterfall, so you should be...
My pickaxe.
There you are. Just struggling. You love to see it.
Shut up. Oh my god.
There we go. Just behind you, by the way, I am.
Imagine I just jumped.
No, to your right. Yep. Now wait. There we go. Alright.
Jump.
Because we need to get to 288 minus 3104. So we'll go to 288 first. But yeah, like when who was your favorite samurai, by the way?
If not the funny guy, then the cool guy.
The goat?
the goat.
Yeah, no, he was my goat. That's actually exactly the same for me. Like literally, when he went down, I literally wrote, the goat did not just get shot, by whom? Like, I was depressed about it. I was like,
I was also like that pretty boy where he's like in anguish.
yeah, exactly. Oh man. You know what? Now, because you keep saying pretty boy, I want to talk about this because it's something that I mentioned with Godzilla. But like, what's your opinions on, I guess, like finding them attractive, if that makes sense?
What do you mean?
Like old actors. Like, have you ever felt like it's weird, or is that just me?
I think that's just you.
Okay. Because like I've always felt like because like these people are like basically like, you know, sometimes like dead, you know, or like they don't look like that anymore. I don't know. I've always just like been like, is this weird? I've always questioned if it's weird, essentially. Anyway. But that's just me. I'm just gonna collecting some moss so then we can grow it wherever we end up settling, because moss is the goat. Anyway. Whoa, run.
Where was that from?
Deep in a cave.
Did you just jump?
Kind of.
I'm not gonna make that jump.
Oh no! I just scaled my way down. But yeah, and then yeah, at the end, oh my god, look to the left real quick, by the way, when you get here. Looks sick.
Damn.
No, oh, and it's also there. Damn, this place is cool. Oh shoot, actually, we should take a break here to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think some of my final notes were, I wanted to comment as well, like, if this movie was made today, I think only one samurai makes it out. And
yeah.
I think that it's so great that they didn't do that. Because it's like, in a way, it would have been kind of boring, right? It's like, I think that this really did feel like somehow so real to me. Like, I really was just, like, devastated by every blow. I really wanted to see everyone make it out. But, like, I didn't get to. But it's, like, fine. You know what I mean?
Why did you
I don't know.
that?
I don't know. God, we have to hike this mountain. And then it should be, like, right over it. And then a little bit back to the right. But anyway. What else?
I was just glad, and then that they just continued. Like they said,
yeah.
Oh, when they said this victory isn't ours, it's the villagers.
Yes.
Like,
That was a hard line. That was a really hard line. I enjoyed that too. Yeah, and I think I said as well, peak modern drama would be a dragged out like final fight in which the youngest takes on the top dude after losing all the other samurai. So the fact that this didn't go that route, you know, like it borderline like feels like I wrote there, which I think kind of comments on what I just said, is like it feels borderline like a documentary, you know, where you're just like, I'm just watching like insanity happen, right? And like that's sick. Like it's just sick that I get to like watch this actual story go down. Did I lose you at all, by the way, or no? Like in the game?
In the game? I don't know where you are. What is this?
Okay, I can see the village and it's also kind of depressing, but whatever. That's clay. Oh, I was just there, so that's good. You're on the...
Is clay here?
So they added a new update. Here. They added a new update where like you can do like pottery. Like, it's not do pottery, but find pottery shards and stuff.
Yeah, pots, I remember.
Yeah. The village is directly ahead. It also looks depressing, but hell, we'll just camp there now. Just then, at least we're not constantly running.
Folks.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Jesus. Oh, frozen lake in the middle, I guess. That's cool. Alright, we'll just stay here for now as I quickly read more, I think. Well, basically, that was end of my commentary.
What else?
Oh,
What else?
yeah, as well in the end, the young love like doesn't just completely pay off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it feels like a bit questioned. Like I'm just like, so in the end, like, did they end up getting together? Like I literally wrote, young love dead question mark, young love dead full stop dot question mark, because like the entire time, yeah, you're just like wait, hold on, did they end up because of like the whole honor thing and you know all that? Like it's great. But yeah, I wrote that too. At 3:35:40, in the end, we lost this battle too. The victory belongs to the peasants, not us. And then it like pans up to like the 4 samurai that died on the hill. You know, I'm actually okay. I won't. But basically, like, no, I can. Actually, I don't know how to do it. But basically, one of the final shots of the movie is of the 3 samurai looking up at the hill with the 4 on it. And I posted that image in my thread, and I just looked at it again, and I was about to cry, honestly, again, because I was just like I felt so much for these characters that I was like, man, like, just what a movie. What a freaking movie. Like, genuinely, just so insanely great. Yeah, just an insane balance of it all. I think that they really succeeded in making you care about everyone, which is, once again, just insane. I really didn't think that was going to be possible. Like, when I saw 7 samurai, honest to God, I kind of like, I was like, how are they gonna do this, bro? Like, it's tough. It's a tough sell. Damn, are there snow foxes now? That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But they did it really well, and I think it was really good. What else? Because I feel like there's a lot to talk about with this movie, but I feel like we're just missing it. But I honestly, like, not that like nothing needs to be said, but I think that like it very much speaks for itself. You know, like it was just good. Yeah, like I said before, like, this movie felt so purposeful in characterization and laying good groundwork, all within its runtime. It's impressive. The samurai were distinct. I liked them. It was nice. You know? Like, just so good. Just so freaking good. And, yeah, you just, like, not that you don't expect it, but, I think that watching the movie now is almost, like, a great time to watch it because, like, there's just so much of these, I guess, there's so many people trying to, like, world build, right? And, like, I think that it, like, not completely fails, but, like, it doesn't completely succeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where, like, they all just kind of suck cheeks at it. By the way, do you want to live here or not?
I don't care.
Okay, can we move?
Okay.
It's just depressing here.
No fox.
Sorry about that, foxes. But yeah, no. Like, realistically, not that, like, nothing else needs to be said, but I think that, like, it was just so great. I don't know. Like, that's all I really want to say is that it was just a great movie. Is this another village?
Oh.
Whoops. Wait, is this another village?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess we're quickly going to explore this one.
I like this one.
You like this one? Alright, cool.
I like it. There's a fox.
There's little cats. Oh, and a ruined portal right next to it. Jeez, this is pretty cool. Rabbit hide. Knockback 2 sword, like same.
Do these igloos have things under them?
Some of them do. You usually check, like, I think, like, the middle few ones. I guess not that one.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you've seen the one with the villager right underneath. I think that those are usually when they're igloos on their own, rather than in a village. I might be wrong, though. I have no clue. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have it either. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna plant some saplings of cherry, so then we, why did I say it like that? Saplings of cherry. Okay, I guess we can do our final judgment, I guess, right? What How does it turn out on the operating table for you?
Oh, it survives.
Yeah, it survives. And 100% never even needed to come in. If anything, it came in and we gave it like bionic elements. And it turned out way better afterwards. Like, it was just great. It was a great freaking movie.
It really was. It was yeah.
Like...
And since watching it, I still like it.
Yes. Yes. Like, I think that while...
It's not even that it's just fresh. It's...
Yeah, it's been a while, eh? Like, that's kind of... I think that's, like, really... It's how good it is. Because of that, right? But yeah, so what? Oh Jesus, polar bear's attacking me. Oh my days.
No.
I didn't even know that was possible. Sorry, brother.
Yeah,
brother bear.
Too close to the baby.
Oh gosh, it's still chasing me. Are you still coming for me, bro?
Yeah, you better.
I've got to hike it. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly like completely like dip and then come back. Hold on. Just
Where is it?
It's somewhere in the middle of the village now. But yeah, what would you give it then out of what's your Letterboxd score for it? Because I think this is where it gets interesting a little bit.
I think this is. I don't know.
What are you struggling between?
It's like a 4.5.
Whoa!
I think it's a 4. I think I'll go with a 4.
Wait, why not higher?
I don't know.
What is stopping this movie for you becoming a 5? I think is my question then.
Nothing, but it just didn't.
If it's a gut feeling, it's a gut feeling, right? Oh my God, this damn bear! Are you kidding me? Goodness gracious. But yeah, if it's not the vibe, it's not the vibe, right? Because I will say, for me, my criteria for a 5 out of 5 if it's a personal favorite. This movie for me is a 4.5. Hands down. Not that it's a bad film. If anything, it might actually deserve that 5 because I think like it's kind of like Oppenheimer to me. It's like it deserves that 5 in my head because it's insane how well this movie functioned, right? But at the end of the day, it just wasn't a personal favorite, and that's fine. And that's, just like my insane criteria, but it's my criteria at the end of the day. So that's why I'm giving it a 4.5. But I think that realistically...
You're in there.
Yeah, thank you for leaving my door open, by the way. That was very swell of you.
Dude, get out of this bed.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, if it's a 4,
it's a 4.
Then that's fine.
Sometimes they laugh too much at the funny guy's jokes, and they weren't that funny. The villagers, I'm like, he's not that funny.
Fair enough. That is a critique of the movie. Yeah, no, honestly, like, if I think back to it, maybe it is because of how much time has passed, but, like, honestly, I can't think of anything that, like, would drag it down for me. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a fantastic movie to me that I really, what are you doing?
Oh, it's because there's a cub.
Oh, okay. You're trying
Polar bear, that's why. I was just trying to suss it out.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really wanted to find like a village on like Green Hills, but
Oh, we can go.
But you liked it here, no?
I like the cat.
Oh, well, there's cats in every village, right?
Meow.
You did not?
It did it, so I just...
Okay, I see.
I'm following a cat.
That was crazy. I just didn't expect that.
It's just a rabbit.
The rabbits are pretty sick, but yeah, no, I can't lie. I do wanna. But it is of note, so I will note the coordinates. Where are you? Oh, geez, you're already... Wait, where the heck are you? You're like over the hill.
I'm here.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, no, I have 25. That's so fine. But yeah, to me, 4.5, like I said, just a great movie. Just a great movie. And like you, I think what you said as well for me, it's the fact that it just held up so much in my mind, right? Like,
yeah.
Like it didn't suffer after going through a whole ton of other movies, right? If anything, watching Drive My Car made me love that movie even more, because I was just like, damn it, the runtime is crazy.
Thank God. Yeah.
But it worked with it, and it worked really well. So yeah, 4.5 for me. Made it off of the operating table. Now I just want to comment on the amount of notes that I had made for these two, because 1954 had 268, minus 1 had 714. Where are you?
God.
Yeah, but I will say that was a lot of spamming, because I felt for these people, man. I felt for them. But we'll go over Godzilla 1954 first. So let me quickly just get that up
I
again.
don't have much to say.
Really?
I have a lot to say about -1,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's what I expected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It,
And, like,
oh, hello. I think it's like you said, it's expected. It's basically like it set out what it needed to do, and it did it. And it did it.
Yeah.
It did it great, actually. Like, it felt so, like you said, exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I think that even like the oxygen destroyer,
yeah,
right? Like that felt so of the time that like it was, yeah, like it was just so thing. But I think that like for the time that it was made, it was honestly as well like another kind of social commentary thing, right? Where it's just like commenting on like the dangers of what this might entail, which was pretty cool. Also, I forgot to comment on in Seven Samurai, but I'm also commenting on it here. Also, there was the same actor, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. The main scientist guy of this one was also the main samurai of thing.
Oh, I literally didn't even notice.
Yes, I don't. It's kind of funny just to see that. It was also this movie when I was just like, the two young people are actually like I was. That's when I made the comment of like, isn't it weird to find these people attractive? Not that I did. Or not that I didn't. Hold on, I was trying to make my full joke, but yeah, I was just like, is this I don't know why I'm not boating this actually. Hold on. But yeah, I was just like, damn, like, is this anyway? But yeah, no. Oh god. Chunks are loading. But yeah, I think it set out exactly, and like I said, like I almost tripled the amount of messages I sent. But it was exactly like you said, what it was set out to be. I think like the monster flick, like it was just so fun.
It looks so
Oh
goofy
Jesus!
as well.
Yeah. No, that's on me. Sorry, I went a bit too quick. It like at some point, I think his eyes, like showed, and I was just like, huh. All right then.
But he looked kind of like Nessie a little bit, you know? The neck was really long.
Yeah. Which actually, you know what? God, sorry. That's my bad again. No, we'll load. Don't worry, it'll fix in a second. There we go. Oh shoot, which way were we headed? I think it was this way. Oh well, yeah. Hold on, we don't know because it was loading. Okay, we'll get on foot here. But yeah, like I think that one thing that I commented on more in -1, but I think fits here. We both failed that. It's crazy. Is the fact that like it just felt like a monster. I don't know how to explain it now, but I feel like Godzilla now, especially like the Western adaptations, he looks like a bit like I forgot what term I used, so now I'm just gonna use the term yassified. But like he's just a bit yassified. Like he just looks.
Sure.
No, like he just looks more more palatable. That's the word I said. Palatable. Like, he doesn't, like, I think in -1 and in this, I guess in this he looked a bit cute, to be honest, as well, because he's just a silly little guy. But in -1, he felt like a beast. You know what I mean? Like, he felt like a force of nature.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. But to comment on this one, like, it's of the time, and I think that they're, like, the technical marvel of, like, having the people be at the bottom and running, but then, like, have Godzilla in the back. Like, the scale... I mean, like, let's pretend that we can't tell that it's miniatures just for a second. And the scale feels great. It feels grand. I felt scared. Well, I didn't feel scared, but I felt like if I was watching it for the first time back then, I would be like, damn.
That's crazy.
Like, that's crazy. This guy is stomping, you know? Like, oh my god. And, like, I think that the sound design was pretty great in terms of, like, kind of building that tension. Like I wrote, at one point I wrote, like, man, the stress of the bell tolling to them running kind of gets the heart racing, the tension, it's insane. And then there was a delivery of, like, a certain line. I think that, like, the characters really just, like, kind of put their whole, like, I was about to, like, make a, like,
Josie.
yeah, right, into it. And they really, like, they acted their heart out for it. And they were just, like, there was one point where, some guy was just like, a creature from the Jurassic period. And it's like, oh my god. And then, like, and then, like, Godzilla comes over the hill, and then this shrill scream. Honestly, the scream will always give me goosebumps. I love the Godzilla scream. Like, just like the gutturalness of it. Just like, oh my god, it gives me goosebumps every time. And it's so enjoyable for that. But yeah, that's what I wrote, like, nah, that's wild. Like, this ancient legend actually being real and here now. Like, and, you know, like, I'll be honest with you, like I said, I haven't watched a lot of kaiju films, and, like, not, like, any monster films, really. Not the wrong portal. So, like, I said, I think as well, having Godzilla be a product of the atomic bomb. Oh, Silk Touch. I might as well take that. Oh, you know what? Do you want to take that helmet? Might as well put it on, right?
Okay.
We should probably sleep here as well. Like, the cautionary spectacle tail, like, that's crazy. Like, the fact that they made, like, this big monster, but also, like, there's still, like, that political message, right, is pretty cool. But yeah, like, I wrote, like, there's a kaiju, a real kaiju in your face, and these people are discussing the optics and politics of communicating such a thing. It's just so great, you know, this truth versus protection of society. Like, I kind of didn't expect it to be handled in that way, but it was handled in that way, and it worked, because, like, that's so real, actually. Yeah. And I think that, this is more of a comment for -1, but, like, I think that, like, them not making it almost, like, prophetic in the characters, like, there's no, like, if I remember correctly, I never watched it, but, like, Millie Bobby Brown, who has, like, this connection with the monsters, it's, like, a bit, like,
I didn't know that's what she had.
I think she does. I might be completely wrong, so don't take my word on it. But yeah, like, I think she has, like, this connection, and it's just like, okay, dude, like, I don't know why we have to make them, like, messiah figures almost. Like, it's like, like, that should not be the focus. And I'll say this right now because I think that it sets it up perfectly when we go into it, but the humans should not be the focus of a Godzilla film. Like, no one goes into a Godzilla film looking for the humans. That's almost why
the humanity is the focus.
Exactly, right? Humanity. But that's why I think that a lot of the modern ones kind of forget that. And they kind of just, like...
They're all just about the hero figure.
Exactly. It's about that hero figure, and it's like, that's not fun, bro. Like, that's why everyone comes out of these being like, I came here for Godzilla. I came here for destruction. I didn't come here for the human plight, you know, and the human experience of it all. Please use a shovel.
Yeah. Shovel.
But, like, yeah, like, it was insanely cool. To see that, like, you know, oh my god. Oh yeah, and then, like, I think that, like, once again, it felt so lifelike, especially nowadays. Like, I'm not to get, like, COVID political, but it's like, when the news hit that the massive death monster was coming in and was ready to kill us whenever, and the people are, like, just taking the train, just like, dude, now we have to find a shelter again. Dude, I hate the shelters, man. Like, that was great. Like, that was just, like, great storytelling. Because, like, you know, like, yeah, it was just great. It was just great. And that's when I said, oh, Mr. Samurai Man is Mr. Zoologist Man, and he don't want Godzilla killed. So true, actually. Which I think, once again, is a great plot point that I, you know, it's like, oh, should we actually kill this for science? And, you know, that debate as well, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's pretty interesting. Then I wrote, bro, wait, Zoologist is Oppenheimer. Did you see the cinematic parallels? Like, when he was, like, really, like, what have I done? Like, we discovered this guy, but now, like, he might have to die. I was just like, yeah, that's great. Let me quickly do locate village. Plains. See if that turns up anything fun. Oh god. 668 blocks away? Yeah, no shot. I'm just not bothered. Let's just quickly just try and find a place to settle down. But yeah, and like, yeah, like it showed like it was very purposeful in showing that people were like still going out on boats, still having parties, because at the end of the day, like, this threat is so ambiguous to them. It doesn't matter, right? And I think that like it sets up humanity very perfectly. You know, maybe we should head to 2086. Where are you? Alright, what the heck?
This is the sheep were there. Oh,
there you go. But yeah, no, just and oh, another thing that I really want to comment on is, oh, also, sorry, because I just read it. I saw Isiton at like 3150, and I was like, oh my god, Isiton, that's so funny. But I loved the runtime. Like, this movie knows what it's meant to be, so it became 90 minutes, and that's all it needed to be. It didn't need to be some insane length, you know. It was just what it needs to be, and that's great, because I think that sometimes some films nowadays will just use the runtime so improperly. Left forward. It's like diagonally left forward, yeah.
Not into the flowers.
Not into the flowers, no. There we go. To your right. But yeah, let me quickly scrolling. Yeah, so at 4125, I said, bro, the horror sounds OMG. I think there's something so great in how these films are forced to convey things. Like, now, there's so many tricks, I think, in filmmaking now. Not tricks, but, like, so many ways to, like, do things nowadays that, like, you can almost, like, feign creativity. You can, like, kind of, like, skirt it a little bit. But, like, back then, like, you just kind of, like, you had to figure it out, right? Which I think is like a through line of this film a lot, is they had to figure it out. Obviously, one for Godzilla, but like the specific thing that I noted was when the air raid sirens came in and they were at their house, and the two boys just kind of stared out into the distance like, is he coming? You know, like, I think that like it was like so simple yet really effective in what it did, so that was pretty cool. There's some pans here if you want to take them. I'm gonna ditch those.
Horse armor.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about that.
We don't have a horse yet. Sorry.
Yet.
Yeah, I guess.
Word.
True. Oh, you know what? Let me quickly. How do I? Oh god, I hope this doesn't pop up on the screen real quick. I'll put this in general. I want to quickly show you something. It's really funny.
Okay. Better be.
Oh no, it's not that funny at all. Actually, it's not that. It was never funny. It was never funny. Just quickly look at that real quick.
Need to.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just keep this going.
did you send this?
With the photo?
Yeah.
No, okay, so basically... And then dead
I
ahead.
need to open in browser. This is so small.
Oh, wait, what? You can't see it?
I need to zoom in.
Okay, do you see the general picture, though?
Yeah.
So basically, I just realized that this film wasn't dialogue heavy, but like was kind of visual heavy. So then I got up the Chinese, the Mandarin version, and then just had that on the main screen, and then on the left one I had the subtitles, and I just looked over whenever I needed it. I just wanted to comment on that because it was a
Oh, you watched it like that?
yeah.
Oh, that's why it's like this, because it's 3...
Yeah, 3 monitors.
Oh, like, what? How?
Yeah, so that's just like me doing print screen, and that's how it comes out.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So yeah, we just gotta head literally straight from here, and then there's like another village apparently. Yeah.
Flower.
But yeah, just like I think it was just like it was the exact film it wanted to be. I will say though, like while Seven Samurai, I guess, like doesn't feel of its time because it was just it felt so like great. I think that this film kind of felt a bit of the time, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Like the oxygen destroyer thing, like we were mentioning.
I love it.
It was so good. Like the fact that like it's like this, like almost like evil. Is this another depressing village? Whatever.
Mad scientist.
Yeah, like mad scientist with like with the flasks and everything. Like it was just so quintessential, and I think that was, you know what, this village actually is pretty. It spans and it's next to a hill. We can transform this actually. I can gel with this because it's also in the middle of a flower field. And then just straight ahead. Yep. You got some dirt.
I go around.
Fair enough. You see it in the distance there?
Yes, I do.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna head into it then. Oh, there's a library even. Mending? I'm gonna have to get mending on you. But yeah, this place is actually pretty cool. Ooh, donkey.
I can't put armor on you. You're useless to me.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Donkey? Baby
donkey. What would you rate this village real quick? Well, when you get to it. I think it's a pretty cool backdrop. It's got like the icy peaks in the back of it.
Oh, I like.
But it's like it's like through the dude. You need to see the other side of this though. Holy crap, the flowers! My goodness.
Oh my god.
This is a pretty good village. I'm enjoying this. I just need a bit more forestry in it. I think it'd be good, but that can be done. That can be done. Anyway, get your bed out. We should sleep somewhere. Hold on, give me a sec. Sorry. All right.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, like when they yeah, love the depiction of the destruction. So simple and clear. I will say, like, as well, once again, like, it has a good representation of humanity and the sadness in terms of, like, I think that, like, they showed, like, the body of someone getting carried away. And it was just, like, there was, like, a child screaming. Or was that in the new one? I don't know. I think it is a testament, though, to... Like, I think it's a testament always for, like, old movies when, you kind of forget that it's in black and white, right? I think that's, like, just... I think that's great. But, yeah. Just, good movie. Yeah, but yeah, the political plight as well is very simple, but therefore it's easy and it's like pretty clear. It's like, okay, bigger weapon means worse war, right? You know, and like this guy is just like, I'm the one dealing with that, which is why he ends up killing himself essentially at the end. Also, I just want to say, I think I forgot what I googled. But then when I googled, like, Godzilla 1954, I think it was for the poster, one of the auto-generated things was, like, did Godzilla die in the end? And I was like, didn't we literally see this guy's skeleton? Like, hello? What? I thought that was really funny. But I need to trap that guy, by the way. In this house, if I can. But,
Potato.
Oh god, are there any farms in this place?
There's a farmer. There's
there's a few farmers. Oh, okay, they got some farms.
They got some farms. Where does that come from? There's a lot of farmers. Oh, they got a lot of farms.
Alright. Cool.
They be farming.
Can you go back into your house, please, so I can trap you in it? Hold on, sorry, I'm just gonna quickly lure this guy into this house. Okay. There you go. You're trapped. Let's quickly just trap the front door. I mean, the top doors, so that nothing can get in.
Oh, there's a ravine here.
Ooh, that's cool.
Goat?
Oh, dang. I will say, though, for this one, it kind of felt like in a kind of not good way, that, like, I was rooting for Godzilla a lot more. Just because of how silly he was. Like, he was just kind of really silly, so it was just, like, kind of endearing to root for him, I can't lie. Because it was just funny. He was just a funny guy to me. Like, I feel like the horrors that he was inflicting, not that they weren't bad, because they were terrible, but at the same time, he just looked like such a goofy little guy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like,
yeah,
especially in comparison to the -1, like, dude, that Godzilla is a tyrant. Like, that is a guy that I personally wanted to shoot. And I watched Godzilla 1954 on, I think it was Saturday, and I watched Godzilla -1 on Sunday. So, like, for a little bit, I was like, oh, I still kind of, like, love Godzilla, I can't lie. But then, like, by a certain point, I was like, dude, Godzilla, why are you such an asshole? No. You know, like, I was so sad, because I was just like, dude, like, yeah, I don't know. It was just so, I was just like, I wanted to root for Godzilla, but I just couldn't. I said, man, at the end, though, I was just like, you know, harrowing warning to nuclear testing, the devastation in its wake. It's a clear symbol. And at that point, I want to note that at that point, I said, this movie is either a 4 or a 4.5. However, I will save my judgment and that score for the very end, because it definitely isn't the same. Right? In comparison, it pales in comparison, if I'm just completely honest. But you know, yeah, I think that was a thing to note. But what about you? How did it survive the operation, and did it, you know, did it survive the operation? What was your score?
I think it survived the operation.
Yeah.
I think it was a goofy little guy.
Exactly.
And I love it. I love a goofy little guy. Right up my alley. Like, you know, he came in, he had a what's a Godzilla injury?
What's a Godzilla injury?
Yeah, why did he need to come in? You know what I mean? Why did he need to get operated?
No, you know what? It's exactly the same thing. The nuclear test woke him up, so we had to do a bit of testing. And turns out that he's just our operation concluded that he is just a silly little goofy little guy.
Yeah.
And it was great. Like, that's why I just loved it for that. Like, it was just, once again, just so silly. And I think that, like, this is so random, but, like, my teacher at some point was talking about, like, how when Godzilla first came out, obviously it was meant to be, like, this warning thing, right? Of, like, oh, you know, like, the horrors of nuclear war, this is what, you know, like, this is the manifestation of it in this way. But, like, kids just loved Godzilla. And like
Yeah.
parents and adults were just like shocked in a way to see that like kids just loved Godzilla. And honestly, the adults were wrong. I don't know how you couldn't fall in love with the guy. He was just so silly and goofy and lovely. I think that
He definitely survives.
he
He's
definitely survives. He definitely
living a
survives.
good long life in the bottom of the ocean.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I think now we're going to move on to -1.
If you made it this far and are interested in supporting the channel, memberships are available for only $1. For that, you get a shout out at the end of every video. Join now.
This one.
I don't even know where to begin, but I'm gonna let you do it because, you know,
Okay.
just you go ahead and start it.
First of all, starting it off, I thought everyone was gonna die. I did not know that man was gonna be our main character.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is he gonna grow up later? Is this like how does this work? How is it? Who's dying here?
Yeah.
And I was like, are we liking Godzilla or not?
Exactly. Right.
I wasn't sure yet.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, I see.
Yes. For sure.
Just to start off with having him as a kamikaze pilot is crazy.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't even know what to say. Like, he's
I think that because I think another really interesting thing is that these movies are basically set at the same time, right? But like because of obviously the times that they were made, they're both afforded different insights into how these things should be seen.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I think that they were given the ability to see that this was given the ability to frame it in this way of like of how to handle a lot of that, which was really interesting and cool. I think like what's its face? I'm sorry, I just really wanted to comment real quick just because it was so interesting to me. At some point we had 4 viewers, which was insane. I don't know. They're gone by this point. Fairly so. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think it was just so interesting. I think it was just so freaking interesting for them to frame it in that way. It's really funny too, because like one of the first messages I sent in the little thing was, "Wowzers, this might be insane, but I think this is the most excited I've been to see a movie in quite some time. I really want to see this." I don't know why I felt that way, but by the end, it's crazy how much that ended up being so insanely correct.
Yeah.
But
it's just so well done. Like the survivors' guilt
yes,
was so well done.
yes.
You can see everyone's reaction and everyone's way of dealing with grief. And it's just like, what's her name? Somiko?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's fucking mad. He was meant to die, and he was meant to save everyone by dying, right?
Exactly. And it's like,
and why does he get to come back?
Yep.
Then his parents died. Oh,
God damn, yeah, that's why. It's like, immediately, I think one of the first things that I said, first of all, after like, you know, because like I had obviously a lot of notes on Godzilla, because once again, fresh off 1954, I'm like, literal chills. Oh my god, Godzilla, my goat.
is it night?
It is, yeah. Let me get to my bed. Oh shoot, where's my bed? Shoot, I didn't put it in this house. Hold on, give me a sec, sorry. Is there one in there? Please tell me there's one in here. There is not one in here. Oh, sorry, brother, get out. But yeah, like, I was like, at some point I did say, I'm this ensign not wanting to be in this lol. So me espresso brain rot. But that's besides the point. At some point, I said this is such a classic design. It's so cool. I feel with Godzilla, like he looks so sick. And then that was still at the point where I was like on Godzilla's side, right? Because I was just like, I love Godzilla. And then at some point I said, oh my god, bidden and launched. This is terrifying. Throwing the plane, what a classic. But I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Godzilla at the start was giving Jurassic Park.
Yeah, like he was terrifying. Like I think that they set up his monsterness a lot better. Like this is just a force of nature. And
this is all cool.
What?
Oh,
you're tearing down his house?
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't have built it on the hill. That's on him.
Because I need a view.
Exactly.
He's blocking my view. So.
Exactly. But it's at that point, right? Once we go to the humans, like once we leave, is it Otto Island?
Yeah.
Like after that point, I kind of just stopped writing comments for a bit, and I was just in the moment because, like you said, I think that depiction of him coming back and that survivor's guilt and the lady being like, you know, like depressed with him, like I was just kind of sitting in it, and I was like, God damn. And I literally wrote like, honestly, I'm just enjoying this human story. Like I just got to like 1805 after the first night when the lady and the kid stayed at his place, and there was a good moment there where I was like, dang, I would just kind of take a human story about this, which is like insane to think in a Godzilla movie, right? Like there's a point in this movie where I'm just kind of like, honestly, I could ditch the Godzilla part. Like,
yeah,
like,
I just want to see them heal.
Exactly.
I want them to be happy already.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's like so powerful, I think, that like immediately these characters are so endeared in my mind, and the entire time I'm like, Akiko, please no, don't do it to Akiko, please. She's just a little girl, she doesn't deserve this. You know, like the entire time I'm just like that's all I want in the world is good for Akiko, and that's like insane to me. Yeah, so I was just like, I'll take a human story about this, which was kind of sick as heck, TBH. I think one thing that most monster kaiju movies, especially US ones, do is fail to make the human storyline compelling at all. If I can watch this and almost wish for a movie without Godzilla, they did good. And then I said, I'm this one across the street. And I said, look, like, bruv, look at that though. At the end of the day, she was nice. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, yes, she's mad, but at the end of the day, she also understands that, like, it's almost unfair to put that on him, right? And, like, at the end of the day, she's not just, like, a one-note character that, like, just kind of, like, comes across terribly. And then I just kept going. Like, and I just wrote, like, when it got to the 1946 bit, I was like, Jesus, like, actually, can I just get this story? Lol, like, this is so cute. And then I think, like, it just kept developing that story, and I was like, oh, here we go. And cleanup job of mines in the ocean. All for Akiko, this is so cute, lol. And then I put in the quotations, I forbid you to die. Oh my god. And then I literally in caps all wrote, I love this movie. Special boat made to evade mines. Like, at this point, I really was just like, please, just give me, like, this is what we need a TV show about. This is the expansion that I want, is the years in between and the years after. Because, oh my god, I just love these, like, this dynamic. Like, it's just so great. It's just so...
It's so fun. I love all the guys.
Yeah, exactly. And then being like...
Dog.
Yeah, like, the Doc and... Like, I literally, the entire time I was like, Doc and the kid. Like, I was just like... As if they were, like, buddies of mine. Like, it was just so... It was just so great. It was just so freaking great. And that's really, like, just... It was just so... It was so great to me that, like, I was enjoying it this much. I was so happy. With how much I was enjoying it. I'm going to quickly go into a house just so I can talk about this a little bit because there's a lot to say. And I wrote, like, even so, Godzilla man, I cannot believe this is a Godzilla movie, lol. What, this guy is useless. I was talking about the shooting, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, that was a quote, lol. This movie is funny too. And at this point, I want to just say that I said, this is so close already to becoming a 5 out of 5, lol. Keep that in mind. I'm excited. The kid and the dog. Okay. And then like missing the mine, and then I said, dude, this movie rules. Like Shikishima, instant mood switch because of kids stating that he wished the war continued. Like,
Yeah.
dude, harrowing again. Like, there's this young kid that's like, dude, oh my god, look at us shooting
He
these
just wants
mines.
to prove himself.
Yeah, he wants to prove himself, but then like it just snaps Shikishima because he's still holding on to that guilt. I'm about to cry again. Oh my god. But it's just like, oh my god. Like, and then I literally wrote like I'm watching a great human story and Godzilla shows up. Like, and then I wrote, it feels like one of those Chrome extensions people get to like put MatPat or like Mr. Beast in the thumbnails. Except this is like actually fun. Like it just inserts things. But like Godzilla is meant to be like the point of this movie, but like it's crazy. And yeah, like the fact that there was such a connection without it feeling Millie Bobby Brown-esque, I guess is how I'll put it. Like the fact that like when Godzilla comes back, that's his past incarnate.
Yeah.
Somehow his past incarnate is Godzilla and it's coming back to haunt him. And I think that's great. I think that's genuinely just
and
like...
they didn't make it so Godzilla's like following him.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
Yes.
To this.
Yes. Exactly. Like that's exactly right. Like it doesn't feel forced in that way. It just feels like this is what it's meant to be, which I think is like is pretty great. I also wrote at this point, also I let 8 pumpkins rot because I forgot about them. Stupid ass me. Anyway,
Real.
yeah, and then because I was so engrossed in the movie. Anyway, I wrote like, man, the PTSD, this is so crazy, the nuclear test. And then at some point, once again, I just wrote like they should actually just do a slice of life, like a bloody slice of life about this, like alt universe of these two raising this child and blowing up bombs. Like that's all I need. Like OMG, this montage, lol, this is so cute. I then start smashing the keyboard because I'm like, the drawing, you know, like him carrying the drawing. Oh my god. And like him getting the walls for the house, you know, and him like building it up. And once again, I'm like, why does Godzilla have to come and ruin this? Please. Godzilla, don't do this to my family. I love them. Let me quickly just make a chest here. There we go. I'm probably gonna go mining as well. That's what I was making furnace for. That's right. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking cute. And his crew at his house are, so great. Oh, Akiko saying, Dad, I'm gonna cry. Kid and Doc telling him off. Just great once again. And then I wrote, if they die, I will kill myself. Because I was depressed. In the game. I will end it. Nowhere else. Just the game. But yeah, I was really feeling for them because I was like, they need to make it out of this. This is not a joke to me anymore. Whoops, I just made sticks. Anyway, I'm gonna come bring you torches just because I made about 1 billion accidentally. Let's just make one more pick. Oh, you know what? I should make a sword too while I'm at it.
Just chopping down this.
Oh, you know what? I should grab someone's bed. Okay, yeah, and once again, like, I'm just so invested. It gets to the point where, like, she's like, there's a desk job in Ginza that I'm probably gonna take because, like, he isn't making moves, and they're just like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I actually was like, once again, if this could just be about this, I would 100 billion% take it. Oh my god, like, I want these people to be happy forever. Please, 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 please. 24 torches on the ground floor, by the way. Where should I start mining? I'll do it here, actually. Seems like a good place. But yeah, when she finally goes, I literally just started writing in all caps, no, take me back, take me freaking back, I want back. But then Godzilla showed up and I was like, here we go, Godzilla. Which is, once again, like, it's crazy that, like, whenever it feels as if, like, it's so funny to me how, like, the creators of this movie, if it ever felt like the human side was kind of waning, they could just go back to Godzilla. Like, That's insane to me. And it's great. It's genuinely great. And I think that as well, like, kind of just everything was so well conveyed. Oh, what the hell? Wait, hello?
Hello?
Dude, what the heck? Hold on.
What happened?
Oh, dude, I think my Twitch stream just dropped out for a second there.
Oh.
That was weird. Because my chat dropped out. Anyway. Like, for example, what's its face? Like, why the US couldn't come help?
Yes.
Like, it was just, like, obviously, like, there's, like, Cold War tensions, which I think it was what I was talking about with what's its face? Hold on, let me quickly sit on my bed. Oh yeah, versus 1954 versus now. Like, they can, like, kind of do, like, that Cold War thing a bit better. Because, like, when they were making it then, they were, like, still going through it, right? So it's just, like, the politics obviously can be a bit more fleshed out in that way, which I think was pretty cool. But yeah, when he said that he was a kamikaze pilot to the crew, I was like, Shikishima, please, they might turn on you. Oh my god, like, no, don't do this. Oh my gosh. And, like, Kid was getting stressed about everything because they were watching this ship go down. And I think, yeah, like, the display of power of Godzilla at that point, just brilliant. Just brilliant. And to quickly just talk about his power a little bit more, like, the fact that, like, the charge up animation or whatever, oh my god, like, the doom 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 doom, like, it just works so well. Like, everything just works so well with that. And I think that, like,
and the way that he emits radiation.
Yes. Like
the oh, we'll get to the blast. We'll get to to Ginza in a second.
Oh yeah. But yeah. And, like, I'm going, like, no, too many deep sea fish.
Yes.
You know, like,
I was like, no, the fish.
Yeah, right. And then like, why did I say I don't want to see it in flames? I forgot why. But basically, like, there was like a thing that happened. I forgot what, but, like, it's like another great moment essentially of, like, oh yeah. Because, like, they were basically the Doc and Shikishima were just like, we need to go. Because, like, obviously they both, like, understand the value of life at that point, right? Well, not Shikishima just knows how dangerous the thing is. And then the Doc is already, like, on his path of, like, this country has, like, thrown out too much of its life, therefore. Like, he hasn't said it yet, but, you know, like, that's clearly his moral code. Yeah, so, like, they're both just like, oh my god. And then, yeah, when he crushes the ship, I think he also does a blast here, right? And we see it for the first time. And it's terrifying. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ. And I wrote, like, this is when I start screaming my head off. Like, I think basically at this point, my messages are in all caps for, like, borderline the rest of it. Because I'm, like, just that hyped about everything. But I was just like, Godzilla's on his way. This is terrifying. Oh my god, this is so well done. This is so freaking good. You just pissed Godzilla off. Shikishima on the gun, facing off Godzilla once more. This is terrifying. Oh my god, bro. You know, this looks terrifying. The shots, they need to be accurate. It's truly a monster. Oh my gosh, I feel like they borderline made Godzilla a bit more palatable nowadays, but that's just Godzilla. Anyway, and then I was like, but dang, that bomb, dude, oh my god, it has regen abilities. This is not good at all. Dang, the spectacle. And I'm just like, I'm freaking out, right? Because the Takao goes down, you know, and I'm just like screaming, I'm like, guys, it has regen capabilities. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And I'm like, the creak of the metal as the Takao goes down. And I'm like, I literally wrote, the Takao is down. I have chills. This is cinema. This is spectacle. Godzilla down, but not out. Shikishima bleeding. Yo, not the beam. The beam. And I'm like just freaking out. And I'm just like, how do you fight this foe? And then at this point, I made a joke and I was just like, oxygen. Oh, sorry, I was like, oxygen. Oxygen. I was like,
destroyer.
Yeah, I was like, oxygen destroyer, please come in. Because I'm just like freaking out. And it's like that's why at some point I was like, dude, this is cinema. Like, I'm just so invested. Like, this is so real to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, this is it. This is all that matters right now is me in this movie. And that's just brilliant. That's, once again, just brilliant bloody filmmaking. And it just so works, and I think that's just so great. I need to quickly Google what the strip mining level on. You know, I should just I'll just keep exploring normally. But yeah, just absolute cinema at that point. And then, you know, like the government is not telling the public again because, you know, that's always how it is. Or like, how should they convey it? Or they were considering it at least because they do tell them, I'm pretty sure, later. Oh yeah, and then I was like so sad because at some point, I think that like, isn't Sumiko, was it? No, that's the name of the other person, isn't it? What's the main girl's name again? I forgot. I'm Google Godzilla -1 cast.
What's her name?
Okay, let me quickly Google it here. Godzilla -1 cast. Noriko. I think that he goes back home and basically, because he can't tell her, or they say like don't tell anyone, and then she's just like, she says the line, if you're carrying some burden, I'd like you to share it with me. And it's like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. And you know, like, he is burdened, and like at the top of your mind you're kind of thinking of Godzilla, but at the same time you know that like he's embarrassed of himself. Like, he's just embarrassed that he's like this kamikaze pilot that didn't do his quote-unquote job during the war, right? And that's his burden at the end of the day. It isn't the fact that like, you know, that these people died. It's the fact that, well, it is that, but like, you know, it's like, you know, like everything ties together so well. And like, just them using Godzilla as like essentially this like the embodiment of that, I think is great. And then like having the photos of the people who perished on the island that day, harrowing, just harrowing. And like at that point I was just like, man, she is good, man, this is so good. And then I quoted like, they beckon to me in my dreams every night. What if I'm actually dead already? Like, that to him would just be better. Like, he's just like, dude. And at this point, I wrote, imagine Akiko witnessing this, man. And then I just said, please, just say you love her. You love them. Please, just be content with life. Live again. Do it. You can. Damn. And then this is, I think, when we get to Ginza. Because I go, Godzilla goes crazy, man. Once again, like, I love the fact that I can like write this review or like this train of thought, and like I'm so enveloped in this human story, and then we cut to Godzilla. Like, it's so fun to me that is even a possibility that can happen. But basically, when I realized that they were getting to Ginza, I'm not even kidding, like, it said, oh yeah, because they tried to shoot at it, and then I said, like, first of all, it looks so good, heading towards Shinigama, and then I literally wrote the words, please tell me they are not close. And then, I'm not kidding, how many did I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I said no 13 times. And then said, please, no, because I was like, Ginza Shore, no, she is not there, no, I can't do this. This is terrifying. Oh my god, that is terrifying. No. Oh my god, she's in the train. Oh my god, no. Nice, you made it out. And I said, that's wild. She better not die. I'm gonna have unpleasant thoughts, essentially is what I said. Oh my god, he's there. And then I also said, this is so good. I said, homage, call back to the clock tower and the train tracks. I think that was really fun. Like, you know, obviously calling back to that first movie. It was not shot for shot, but like it was kind of similar, and I think that was really fun. And I just kept saying, like, Jesus, when they met up, I was like, you have to make it out of Ginza, please. And then the news.
I thought when they met up, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, right. I really did. And then, you know, like it didn't just happen just yet, and you know, the news reporting, I basically said how like that was great. They're like commentating as like, you know, a thing. Also, Godzilla, like, leitmotif sounded like that rap song. Am I wrong? The da-da-da-dun. I don't know how to explain it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I was like, oh, are they gonna...
Yeah.
This...
I was like, that kind of is crazy hard for this film. Like, that's wild. But
Which
yeah.
one of these can I cut down?
Oh, well, any of them. I'm just putting it there to, like, basically grow.
I just want one.
Yeah.
To cut.
As long as you replant, then it's fine. I will say though, it is just really funny to. Also, by the way, just to quickly comment on the soundtrack once more. Like, I might listen to this soundtrack going out of the movie. That's how good it was. Like, it was great. I loved the Godzilla leitmotif, and like, if I'm allowed, I might use it in videos because, like, man, like, I already before used like the Godzilla scream, to like denote like the Geovishap and stuff. This is kind of random, but like, you know, like I did that. But yeah, like, it's really funny too because I'm like saying like, please make it out, please make it out, please make it out. But at the same time, I'm saying like, these people are getting crushed. And then like the next message is, this is so good. This is so good. The tanks, the classic sound. Because like, yes, it is devastating. And yes, I do want obviously everyone to make it. But at the same time, I think their depiction of Godzilla and that, like, they did it so well. Like, that Godzilla is terrifying. He terrifies me. I am scared of that Godzilla. And, you know, like, I think that was great. And then, oh my god, this is the point where I just go, not the radioactive beam. And I'm like, not the beam, anything but the beam. And at this point, I'm like, look at the way it charges up. Oh my god, that is so good. Oh my god, that sound design. Look at the destruction. And then I just go, Jesus, are they dead? Oh my god, no. And then I start spamming my keyboard again. And in the middle of it, I'm just like, this is not real. There's just no way. No. This is not possible. Look at the destruction. And then I said, Godzilla, please, my Pookie, please do not do this to me. Because I was still being funny with Godzilla. But yeah, and then I just was like, Shikishima, this is just too much. I cannot take this. This is... But yeah, I just wrote... Oh, sorry. I was just like, Godzilla, unmatched. You know, the sound design, crazy good. Like, and then it says like 30,000 killed. The radiation. It was just so good. And then we cut back to the house and Akiko's like, where's mommy? It is at this point, I will really say, I started sobbing.
I cried. Yeah.
I cried like a baby. And from this point on, I did not stop. Just straight up. I couldn't stop myself because everything hit like a truck. And I was I was so engrossed. I was so enveloped in this story that, oh my god, it was just so good. I literally wrote, I am not God's bravest soldier. I cannot do this. I can't. This is just too much. This is far too much to bear. I didn't expect this. A man, haunted by his previous horrors. Like, this is just...
She just pushed him.
Huh?
She just pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
Like,
not a second thought, not a hesitation. Just, oh god, I'm gonna cry again. Just so good. Just so good. And yeah, I think that, like, to move on from that, it's like, I think that once again, not having it be prophetic, right? Where, like, he isn't the one that's like, we need to lead the charge against Godzilla. Like, the entire time at that private citizen meeting, once again, great storytelling because, you know, obviously, if the government moves, then they're going to be in trouble. You know, like, that's just going to kick off even more problems in the human world, I guess. So it's like, that's great. But yeah, like, like, he was just a background character in the meeting, right? Like, there were, like, in any other movie, I think that, like, he would have, like, this say where, like, there would be a bunch of people being like, we can't do this, and he's like, stands up and he's like, hey, don't walk out. We need to do this because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it could have been boring, but no, it was the people, right? It was, that movement was for the people. It wasn't about him, right? And I think that was great. I think that was really great. Yeah, like I said, in Godzilla 1954, it really was about the spectacle and the way in which Godzilla was framed. You could kind of you could root for him because, you know, like, you know, it was easy. Just the framing of it all. but in this, they made it somehow personal in the best ways, right? Like, and all the people there made so much sense, like the ex-Navy personnel and whatnot. I was like, yeah, this movie's so good. Tiny comment, when Doc was like away from the mic and then started walking back up to it, and the audio like the audio design for that, brilliant. And I think the plan as well. Oh, spawner, please tell me it's skeleton. Oh, yes. 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 Life is good. Die. Oh, Rachel, you're gonna be happy.
Why?
I have a saddle.
Saddle!
I have
But
a saddle.
no.
Yeah, no horse though. Don't worry, you can ride a donkey in the meantime. Okay, I'm probably just gonna head back to the surface. I have a lot of copper that I'm just gonna
change this later.
Yeah, no, I think that the plan as well. Wait, hold on, let me quickly just 27152 minus 6,500. Like the plan as well, like just it felt so insanely grounded. Like to take out Godzilla, I was really just like, I don't know how to explain it, but I was just like, hell yeah, man, like Jesus, like I believe in it. You know, like
yeah.
Like in the first one, obviously, once again, product of its time, oxygen destroyer. It's like, okay, like that's just
I believe in it.
yeah, like I believe, sure, man, like that's great. But this one, yeah, like it's like, yes, this does make sense. Like this is a plan that I can imagine them making, right? Which was just like really great. Was it this one or was it the other one where they made the massive electric fence? 20,000 volts. Was that the old one? I feel like that's the old one.
I think that's the old one.
Yeah, I think at that point I was just like, yeah, no shot, that's happening, right? But for this one, I was just like, oh my god, it needs to work. It needs to work, you know. But yeah, as well, like when he searches for Tachibana, right? It's just like it's just another moment where it's just like, dude, like he feels that he needs to pay and he desperately wants to, and like that kamikaze, like where he thinks that he's going to do it again, right? It's like, oof, like that's just too much. It's too much. But then I literally am just like, I'm like, no shot, you have a daughter, please, Akiko needs you. You cannot do this. I'm so sad. This is not the way the plan will work. It must. Please, Akiko cannot lose another parent, you know? And also, okay, this is insane callback somehow to Pacific Rim Uprising, but like Godzilla heading for Tokyo, like it was just a straight line. And that's so fine. That's all you need. I don't know why in Pacific Rim Uprising, they were like, actually, all of the kaiju this entire time have been heading towards this one point, Mount Fuji. Like, you could tell they just wanted to make it in Mount Fuji, but they tried to, like, give a weird, insane explanation. It's like, you don't need to do that. Just say that it's going for Mount Fuji next because Mount Fuji or something. I don't know. Like, you don't need to make it insane and weird. But anyway, like, it just made no sense. Anyway. But yeah, I think the speech that Doc had about like the loss of life and how like they were so willy-nilly with it and now they need to transform it, I was like, amen. Amen, brother. A freaking man. You know, like I was just, once again, I was in the movie. Yeah, I think as well, like the comment from the Doc, and I actually was the other one. I don't know if he ever got a nickname, but the other one. Not that he was a bad character, he was actually pretty great. I just can't remember his name.
Which one?
The third of the group.
The young one?
No, so there's the kid and the Doc, and then the other one.
Captain.
Hey, you.
Hey, Captain.
Sorry, I just sneezed 3 times. Jesus Christ. That's right. He was a captain. I forgot somehow. Yeah, no, him. What's his face? Just him saying to the kid, like, you're not going. You're not going. And then just being like, what did he say? Hold on, just give me a sec. I'm just splitting some some coal here. And put that there, and that there, and then... Okay. Him just being like, not going to war is something to be proud of. I wrote crying, so sad for kid, man. But like, and then them walking away and saying, we leave you to the future. I was bawling again by this point. Honestly, if I could, I would just play like my reaction, because I really was. I was just crying at this point. I really couldn't think. But then I was just like, do not let it happen. Please don't do that to Akiko, please. Like, I was like, I'm gonna die maybe. And then Shika, what is it? I was just saying it. Shikishima, right? Was just like, I'm not leaving you. I was like, I'm actually crying. But then Tachibana being like, they also wanted to go home that day. It's like, damn, bro. And then, okay, I think it's at this point, I'm just gonna comment on the fact that, like, I think that this movie is kind of obvious. Like, it's not trying to, like, play insane tricks. Like, even if it is trying to, like, obscure some facts, like, it's not really. Like, you can see from a distance the fact that they're, like, that the ejector seat, because they mentioned it, like, it's never trying to be insanely, like, obscure. And I think that's great. And I think it is kind of, like, obvious, but it really just doesn't matter, like, at all for me. And I think that's just, like, great. That, like, I just don't care about that sort of thing in this.
Yeah.
Because everything else just outweighs that. Like, it's just, like... And that's, like, not the point of the movie, right? It's just, like... It's just, like, is the plot points. But yeah, no. I wrote... Oh, yeah, because they said he's got Akiko, he'll make it back alive when he, like, first flies out. And then I'm just like, I'm gonna cry. And then I wrote, a boy just went flying, and I'm crying. The photo of Noriko in the plane, like, he puts her on there. Oh my days! I literally wrote, I might die, man. And then I think Captain or the doc says like, I won't forgive you if you orphan Akiko. I was like, I won't either. But yeah, like. The destruction, once again, I think was really well put, and I think that, like, the actions of Godzilla in this just made sense again. Like, I feel like sometimes, like, I feel like I could feel random, but this time it just felt so animalistic, you know? Like, Godzilla just felt like like I've been saying, like a beast of nature.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of my bed, bro. We can't even go in bed. Yo, why is this guy trying to sneak in? Anyway. But yeah. Like, I basically just started commenting a bunch on the, on the battle, right? How, like, the leitmotif was back. That song was kicking back in. I really want to find it. But yeah, I just said, like, the music is banging. Godzilla is just standing there. Oh my god. Like, I was just loving it. I was loving it head to toe. It was just so insanely great. What else? But yeah, like, I was just invested, right? And I think the final battle was also just pretty great. It was just so fun.
It was.
Like,
it was just when they all arrived on their boats.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I was trying to remember. There's a movie that's kind of similar, where, like, they all start radioing in. Not Endgame, by the way, because that's the only thing I could think of. But, like, I think it was trying to pay homage to another movie when they all come in and they all, like, radio in. It was so reminiscent of something. I just couldn't remember what. But yeah, it was really nice. But yeah, like, it was just really great once again that I was, like, rooting for the human side this time. Like, I was just like, yes, compress him, yes, bring him down, yes, burst his eardrums. like I was just like, yes, get his ass, get him. Which is really fun. Like, I was just so invested. And yeah, when that moment came with the boats, I was just like, they're all reporting for service. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just so great. It was so great.
Just you You loved humanity again.
Yes. Exactly. Let me make some stairs. But yeah, just head to toe, just a brilliant movie. And then I said as well, like, thank God that he made it back. But then I said, like, I'm really glad that because he is the hero, right? He is, like, it almost makes it seem like, well, he was like he finished the fight, right? He was like the guy that did it. But this moment isn't played with him disembarking to thunderous applause and like everyone being like Shikishima, like everyone, no one's like cheering his name. Everyone's got their own thing going on. They're all looking for their own family making it back on that boat, and they're all just being cheered. And like he just gets his moment with the kid, and it's just like, like that's all it needs. It's meant to be this personal story, and like I think that like, it was just so. Oh my Jesus! What the heck? That's so weird. Also, they're spawning so many. Like this village is like insanely good. Like they're all like making babies and stuff. It's crazy.
It's all babies and stuff.
But yeah, just a great movie. Yeah, like I said, it's not prophetic with Shikishima's role. And then what is it? I was like, this movie just somehow feels so real. It has Godzilla in it, and it feels real to me. Which is just insane. Now, I basically just like did a recap of the plot. So it's at this point, which I'll basically just end.
Oh, what about the end?
Yes.
Hello?
So I was just about to say, I'll end it with this final beat, which is the fact that it ends, right? I won't say what it is, but I'll quickly just say, it's at that moment I said, okay, this is a 5 out of 5.
I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, she survived, but at the same time, I was like, I don't need the story of how, to be honest. I just need her to be alive. And like, I was kind of just I
need him to ask her to marry him.
Exactly. And it's with that ending, knowing that she's alive, I was just like, oh, this is like, okay, right now on my Letterboxd, I have one movie in my favorite films, and it's Winnie the Pooh 2011, because I didn't know what else deserved to be up there. This is going up there. This, not to like spoil my score, but I basically am, and I'll say it again later, but this is a 5 out of 5 to me. This was so freaking good. It's not even funny. Like, it was just brilliant. And I was invested at every step of the way. And that was just amazing to me. Like, it was just so freaking good. And I really wasn't expecting it. And like the characterization of everyone is also clear, and like, you want everyone to survive. You want everyone to be happy. And I mean, that's just what I'm looking for in a movie, man. Like, I just want to be happy, to be honest. And this movie made me happy. And in the middle of all the devastation and like the shock and awe, and also like the spectacle of it all, like, it was such a human story. Shafrillis, right? On YouTube, yeah. Like his, like the review, that was, it basically just said, like, am I meant to care for the humans in a Godzilla movie? And I was like, exactly right. Like, it was just insane, that I ended up caring so much for the humans in a Godzilla movie. But that's what makes it such a great movie, because it like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just so great. It was just so freaking great.
They didn't force you to care. They made you want to care.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And it works. It works so freaking well, man. I was just so freaking happy with it. But yeah, like, every bit of this movie was just oozing sauce. Like, I haven't even mentioned it, but like the scene where like basically any moment, like that like Godzilla had to like regenerate or whatever. Like the visual effects were great. That's literally why they won an Oscar for it. But also like to like have him be nerfed, but also like not really nerfed. But I guess basically just nerfed, yeah, essentially in this way. Because like he has to like, when he uses his big atomic beam, like he literally burns himself is insanely cool. Like I was just like, oh, this movie has the sauce. Like that is just so sauceful, man. Like it's just so great. Oh, sorry. Jesus. But yeah, it's just such a great movie. And I really enjoyed it. Like it was just so freaking fun, man. Like everything really worked. I think that the only fault that I would have given it is that like, yeah, maybe you could say it's a bit predictable and a bit like, it's not even that feel good, but I don't know, like I'm just trying to think of like things to like demote it for. What do you have anything that you'd be like, you know what, maybe like
I don't know. There's nothing. It was just really good.
Like in my head, what it comes down to is that like, even if there was something that my brain was like, oh, you know what, like this could have been handled better, or like, yeah, like just like if there was any fault in my head, it was completely erased by my love of this film. Like it was just so insanely good. I couldn't, like I want to watch it again, right? Like it reminded me why I enjoyed movies in the first place, right? I think is how I'll put it. Like it was just so great, and I think that's just like so good of it. Like it was just, man, it was just so enjoyable. It was just so freaking enjoyable. I don't know what to tell you. Like it was just so good.
Yeah.
It was just so good. What else? I'm trying to think of like other things to like actually like say about it, because I feel like I've just basically just said the plot. I don't know. Yeah, all the characters were great. Everything was just great. I really just straight up didn't know what it was. It was just great. It was just a great movie. Like there's really just nothing else to say, honestly.
You like everyone.
Yeah.
You care for them. You want them to do well. You just, it's just good.
Yeah, which I think, I guess, to harken back to Seven Samurai, it's like, it's kind of crazy that they make you care for that many people. Like honestly, that's like a pretty big handful of people. You know, you've got like the 3 plus like the crew, which is 3, plus the family, which is like another 3. And I cared so deeply. Like, okay, I cared for the samurais. Yes, I did. But I did not care for them as much as I cared for Akiko, right? This kid. I did not care about them as much as I cared about Shikishima. You know, I didn't care for them as much as I cared about, I forgot her name again. Let me quickly get it up again. Of Noriko, right? Like, I just wanted them to succeed so incredibly badly, and I would do anything for them. Like, I want my little spin-off show. Oh my god. But I am glad that I'm pretty sure, like, did you watch, is it the end credit scene? I don't know if it's an end credit scene, but like, Godzilla at the very end regenerates, and I was like, yes! Yes! Because I was like, I just want to be in this world more. I want to see more from this world. It's so good.
Also, he's Godzilla.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, kind of has to. But yeah, like, I think that, like, coming out of watching Pacific Rim for the first time, it's like, I was like, it was just so, like, it nailed the monster part, but it kind of like flopped on the not flopped is actually very harsh, it didn't flop actually, but like it just wasn't very strong in the human part, right? Like it was a bit like, and it was a bit basic with the dialogue. This one, there really was just no faults. I can't, maybe I will, because, you know, once again, it's pretty fresh, but like maybe I'll fault it in a bit, but I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care to be critical, because I just want to be happy with this movie. And I think that that's just like really great. It's just a great movie. Like, oh my god. Oh, there's a creeper.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's right. What the heck? Oh yeah. Yeah, just a great freaking movie. I really, maybe it's just, I don't know, the time, I don't know, but yeah, great movie. So I guess I'll just ask you here, what is it looking like on the operating table?
Survived, no injuries.
No injuries whatsoever. Yeah, that's definitely correct. And what's your score out of 5 personally?
Oh, I loved it. But I don't know if I think I'd need to watch it again for me to give it a 5 out of 5.
That's fair.
I think I need to sit on it because I only watched it this morning.
Oh my, oh really?
Yeah.
That's so great. I love that.
I spent half of it on a walk.
Oh my god. You need to watch it again. Yeah.
So yeah.
You need to watch it again.
But even with that, it was a 4.5.
Yeah. It was just brilliant. It was just brilliant. And like I said, I think they're probably like in time, I think I will find some like technical fault with it where I'm just like, okay, they probably could have done this better or this could have been done better. But like I said, that's not what my 5s are about. Winnie the Pooh 2011 definitely is not the best movie ever made. I know that for sure. But I just enjoyed it so much that I'm just like, yes, I want that to be one of my favorite movies of all time, because it was one of my favorite movies of all time, I think. Yeah, obviously like it's pretty fresh in my mind, but at the end of the day, like we'll see with time if that score holds up, but it's definitely a 5 out of 5. I'm just happy now that I'm going to be able to put that actually onto my Letterboxd, and be content with it. But yeah, like going into it, I really wasn't expecting that. Once again, I haven't watched a lot of like Godzilla films. They weren't really like big in my house. Like I said, the first like big monster film that I watched realistically was honestly probably like when you recommended Pacific Rim.
Damn.
Like that's basically the first one, right? And that was a banger. But I was spoiled. I was spoiled right off the bat with this one. Like it really was just so insanely good. And I'm glad that we chose it. It was just great. It was just great. And which is why, actually, you know what? That's why I didn't even say it before, but like that's why originally I had the original Godzilla. I don't know if I said my score for that, but I think I had it. I was like, yeah, this could be like a 4.5. Actually, not 4.5. I think I was like, yeah, this could be like a 3.5 or a 4. You know, I was like, that's pretty thing. But coming out of it, I was like, nah, dude, like, this is like, that's a 3.5 for sure. Like, I don't think it gets a 4 because this one to me is just, it's too good. Like, it does too many things well in comparison that it's like, yeah. But overall, you know, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. Cannot complain. But yeah.
Yeah.
And
I liked how they played homage really well.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's
especially those news reporters.
Yeah.
Get off.
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, that's right. We didn't even comment on them in like 1954. Like the guy was just like, and you know what? It seems to be coming at us, and I think that that's gonna be it for us. Like literally forever and ever. Like this might be my final news report. All right, Godzilla's chomping the thing. Ah, you know, like it was just. It's so like, I think that's another thing with it. Like it is a bit camp, and no, I don't. Okay, you know what? What is camp? I want to make sure that I'm using that word correctly.
Yeah, it is kind of camp.
Right? Like even like with his like I think even with Shikishima's like please, even sometimes like him like absolutely slamming his head onto his desk. Like I loved that whenever he did that, but it
was drama queen.
Yeah, like an absolute drama queen, but it was just so fun. It was just so freaking fun that I adored it. But yeah, for me, once again, like I'm just gonna keep saying 5 out of 5. Brilliant freaking movie. My goodness. Is there anything else that you want to say?
Just I really love them.
Yeah.
I love found family.
Yes, that's the words I was looking for. Found family. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Always good.
Yeah. But I think that's probably where we should like wrap it off. It is getting kind of late.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've said basically all that we need to say, and I think that that's all that needs to be said. Absolutely brilliant. Just for continuity's sake, we definitely will be doing Voltron next week.
Yes.
And finally closing that chapter of my life. Just finally really just addressing it.
Saying goodbye.
And saying goodbye, you know, doing the eulogy. Really. Honestly, like finally doing that. But yeah. Thank you. Hey, if you somehow are watching this, to anyone out there and seeing this, thanks for watching. It's crazy because I'll be honest, this is just like us rambling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially me. You're not really rambling. I'm rambling. So thank you for coming along with that for that ride. To anyone who might have done it. But I think that's it. So I'm gonna probably end the stream here and say bye-bye.
Bye.
And shout out to Bunhead and Jeja Buns for supporting the channel. If you support the channel by becoming a member for $1 USD, you also get a shout out at the end of every video, just like Banu and Jeja. Thanks for watching.